Welcome back to the channel. This is Sabi. It's a battle on the Tundra map, and we've got Puggsley from Fidi clan in the E50, the Tier 9 German medium tank. It's got a quite accurate gun, fast firing but relatively low alpha, and is also good for ramming, so we might see some ramming action in this game. He's heading for the hill, which is common for medium tanks and sometimes the heavy tanks to battle, whereas the main heavy tank battle area is obviously on the 1-2 line. And the scouts obviously are battling as well in this area to try and take the top of the hill. So I've got the enemy EBR 75, this Tier 8. Pugs takes a snapshot of that, looks like that missed, but he's run into a rock, which is a bit unfortunate for him. Pugs gets the next shot in, and then he disappears into the garage. So they have taken the hill. So that's a good commanding position. It's a Centurion 7-1 down there, a bit of dangerous tank, but he's got a rock between him and there, and now he's looking for side shots on the tanks going up through the middle there. So that T10 is behind the railway line bridge, and he's just trying to get the right angle of depression to try and hit the tank itself. He's just gone dark, so that blind shot may have gone in. Yeah, looks like it did. He's a bit lower on health, I think. Will he get another shot in? Yes, he does. So yeah, so this is just the right spot to try and hit him, but the T10's moving around. Now there's another heavy tank there, the 7032, the double barrel Soviet heavy, and he's just got the top of the turret. So ricocheted off there, so that was a hit, but yeah, bounced just from the angle. And the caliber of the gun, I'll just have a look at the ammunition here. Yeah, so it's 88mm, so yeah, not sufficient in terms of overmatching. Now where that Barask was spotted, that building is, as you can just see, that is a breakable building. So they keep firing at it, the building cover will basically disappear, and the Barask will lose that cover. Now that doesn't mean that you'll be able to shoot him, but unless he's aware that the building is there. But yeah, he's just moved into the middle in there and he's taken a hit. So that will teach him to basically do that, but Pugs keeps firing at the building. You see he keeps breaking to pieces slowly, but might be worth, if you are trying to do this, to use HE shells. They're a bit more effective at demolishing breakable buildings. Anyway, so they sort of removed the cover there from the Barask, but still got those heavy tanks in the middle, and there's some other heavy tanks going up the 1-2 line, being faced by a pair of E75s and Tiger 2. And there goes the AMX M4, puts a nice shot into the side of that, and gets track damage assistance as a result. But again, just being patient there. Most of the enemy tanks are on that side of the map. Oh, that's a good shot through the side of the turret of the T10, gets spotted as a result. It would have been from the T10 most likely, or one of the tanks just there. So Pugs relocates. Now there is one arty per side, so it's not a bad idea anyway to relocate once you're spotted, get to a safe position. Okay, it looks like Pugs has decided to drop off. Now I forgot to mention he's platooned with BADATTANKING from Fidi clan, who's in the Chinese medium tank, the WZ-120, which we saw him do well in on another map just recently. If you want to see that, it's in on my channel. And it's going to be obviously useful in terms of completing this game here. So it's come to this location here. This is a bit of a dangerous location. There's not many escape routes. There's something you've got to think of when you advance in this area. Or let's say the escape routes don't necessarily take you back to safety. So one way up here is onto the enemy cap, and the other obviously is to go under the bridge, but it's a bit slow moving through water, so you've just got to take that into consideration. Now, he does get spotted there, so it was just a pop up to see if he got spotted, and he withdrew before the spotting sign came up, so it was really just a move to test whether there was someone in that area, which clearly there was. So this, where he is right now, a bit of a dead end there, so a bit of a worry. You can mistake that for an exit if you're in a hurry. Now he's got good side shots there on the 703, and he's moved out of the way. Are there any other tanks in that area? Okay, it looks like the Borask maybe, but the AMX M4 is just on the other side of the ridge there. It's a risky shot. Well, not risky to Pugs, but risky in the sense that it's a pretty low probability shot trying to go through Commander's Hatch there. So you see it twice there, but not penetrated. That's not a very accessible Commander's Hatch, really. And he takes a hit on his tracks from the 703 too. So it looks like he's come back to try and poke on him, which is good because if he comes out again, Pugs will be able to hit him, which he does. Just got the wrong angle there. You switch to premium rounds here, give him better penetration, and it looks like the 703 is making a move. So it does take a hit from the 703, but it's got a pretty long loading time on that gun, so he's going to get a shot in, as he does on the lower plate. You see the alpha there of the gun in the sort of 230 to 250 range. So you need to keep it firing basically to keep your DPM up. And just keeps, yeah, looking at that M4, but not really getting much success out of that, and Buddy's come to assist with him. But okay, it looks like you're saying, right, not much value in being in that spot. And again, just reiterate the thinking here that if you're not getting results in a particular location and you don't think that's going to change, well, there's no point being there. So try and find another place that you can employ your tank and your gun. It's got the links coming through in a bit of a hurry. Found a T44 there, and the T44 firing HE. Now we did talk about firing HE in the video I just did on the VK72, but it's a bit ridiculous from a medium tank. You've got APCR, you should be using that first. And what's he doing hiding in the back anyway as a medium tank? So yeah, not thinking this is a high skill player in that context. So he's doing some damage there, but looks like Buddy and Pugs are doing a bit of damage on their own. The Centurion 71 goes down, so it takes out a fairly dangerous tank. And yeah, they're getting good support there from the AMX CDC. That tank had 1 mark of excellence on it, so indicating the player's reasonably handy in that tank. And yeah, just coming back to this location here, trying to work their way around, perhaps behind where the AMX M4 was, see if they can isolate him. You see there the VK100 is way on the other side of the map, so not a risk, although it looks pretty obvious in terms of your vision there. So don't get distracted by that. Always check the mini-map and just see exactly where they're located. Will help you. Right, there he's got... Okay, the M4 was waiting, but waiting side on, so managed to get a nice high roll there. That's bringing him up to 2800 damage there. So he's fired a lot of shots, and as you can see with a low alpha gun, you just got to keep going with your firing. The AMX is now just showing his turret, but showed the side of his turret there just a bit too long. And Buddy's putting some hits in as well. Got the Object 430 there, is taken down to 1 shot, and the ISU 152K. It's got a big alpha gun on that. You just want to be a bit careful of. We'll see whether that takes play in this game here. But okay, looks like the 152K has gone down. However, Buddy Powell's been removed by the AMX M4 51. So a bit unfortunate there. And got the Object 430s just parked up against a rock. What is he just trying to obscure himself? He's definitely not trying to fire his gun, from what we can tell. And he goes down to the links. So now this game's pretty much here for the winning. You've got that T44 there. Now, if he keeps firing HE, he's not going to do a lot of damage. Maybe he's looking for the side of a tank there. There you go, 56 hit points of damage. That you can take that sort of beating if you want. More importantly, get rid of this same XM4. And Pugs is all nearly 4,000 damage here. Oh, does just critical damage there. Here we go for the ram. Right, doesn't get the kill, but does some damage anyway. And there's the killing shot. So probably just didn't get quite enough run up there on the ram. Now he's got T44 behind him, but again, really not a threat. So he's now looking at the VK 100 and the Struve 103 that is there, and hopefully they're distracted by the E75s coming towards him, and there they go, side shots on the VK, and the Struve looks like it's facing his way, so he's turned around, but then there's a lot of tanks to choose from. Artillery's going over there, it's not quite there, let the light tank clean him up, and will the VK go down? That shot bounced. It's firing standard rounds at the moment. Can he track the Struve? Yes, he does. Can he keep him tracked? He'll definitely try to do that. You're just looking aim at the track there, but that removes the Struve there, and looks like it's just the T44 left and a Basante who's on the other side of the map and hasn't really been seen much this game. Well, he must have been in play as he's lost a bit of health already. T44 goes down, just the Basante left. No shot there, so just have to push on if you want to get some more damage there. He's on 4783 hit points of damage. Can he get to 5k? Let's see. Will that Basante hold up long enough for him to get there? So he's motoring along pretty well actually. His medium tank is getting into the mid-40s kilometers per hour going across this terrain. So not bad in terms of mobility. It's a bit sluggish to get going, but you can see it's a pretty decent tank here. And he's got the front of the Basante, goes for the ram and gets the kill. So fulfilled his ambition. There you go, and gets over 5k of damage. So great result there, Pugs, and thanks for the content. Let's go and have a look at the results. Alright, so here are the results in Ace Tanker game. The high caliber award for the most damage in the game, at least 20% of the total hit pool, and also the Confederate award for damaging at least 5 tanks that are then killed by other players. He got 3 kills of his own and 5,400 damage. Nice amount of credits and exceeding amount of experience there. Must have come from missions in the game. 14-15 base experience, so it puts him distinctly in the Ace Tanker territory. The support he got from the team, particularly that CDC, was very good, and even the EBR, well, the Lynx did pretty well as well, and Buddy managed to get 1200, but yeah, couldn't quite get enough action, it looks like. 41 shots fired, just reflecting that is the related to the alpha that the gun puts out, so 29 of those hit and 19 penetrated. Don't forget a lot of blind shots fired at buildings there. In the end, made good amount of credits and that exceeding amount of experience. Great result there, Puggsley.